everyone, my name is Essie James and this is the channel Inverted Rainbow Question. Now, you may be asking to yourself, what the heck is an inverted rainbow question? Because in today's society, we associate rainbows with the LGBT community. And trust me, while the LGBT community is something I will talk about at length during the course of this channel, it is not the inverted rainbow question. Instead, it is a concept discussed about in neuropsychology, specifically a portion of neuropsychology called sensation and perception. This is a concept I learned about 2 years ago in one of my first undergraduate psychology classes. This concept encapsulates the idea that certain wavelengths of light is associated with certain color names. For example, if we take a wavelength of light that is 630 nanometers to 750 nanometers, we would most likely see what we call the color red. Similarly, if we take a wavelength of light that is 450 nanometers to 490 nanometers, most of us would call that blue. But we have no way of confirming if what we call as red and blue properly imitates what we are perceiving internally. Now let me give you a more concrete example. This is a Mario star. If you're a gamer, you're probably pretty familiar with this symbol. But if you're not, that's totally okay. The point of this is we can all agree that this is yellow, what we call as yellow. But how do you know that what I say is yellow, I'm actually seeing red? But because I've been trained up my entire life to call what others would say is red as yellow, you wouldn't know. And how do I know that you're not saying that this is yellow, but you're actually seeing green? We have no way of confirming that. And that's something very interesting about the human psychology and human experience. We have a ton of terminology for different parts of the human experience, but we have no way to confirm if how we actually perceive that terminology actually reflects how we feel about that terminology inside. Now, let me give you another example. Feminism. Now, I know as soon as I said that term, there'll be some of you watching that immediately think of crazed women who want certain governmental change and want it now and will not compromise on it. There may be others that hear that term and think of more moderate feminists who want governmental change but is willing to accept that it is a slow process and they may have to compromise in order to get that change, even if it is at a slow rate. And maybe some of you hear that and you feel very defensive because what you call as feminism, other people wouldn't agree. Now, all those views are both correct and wrong at the same time, but we all call it feminism. Isn't that interesting? And that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to take different topics that people have controversies and debates about and look at both sides. I want to validate both sides even though I may not agree with them. And I want to look at the biases and backgrounds that has led to both sides' existence and look at their arguments. Because maybe not if we take their argument in whole, but if we take little parts of it, they can actually teach us something really valuable about the human experience. Because that's something that we can all agree on. We all have different experiences, we all have different biases and different beliefs. But we all encapsulate all of that into one word, life. And in my life and in the life of this channel, I want to be looking at all that because those stuff are fascinating to me. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers. I probably don't have a ton. I'm only an undergraduate psychology student, and even if I was doing this channel 8 to 10 years from now, but if YouTube still exists, and I hope so, 8 to 10 years from now, and I had a PhD, I still wouldn't know all the answers because I can study my ass off and for every topic there is to study. And even then, I'm prone to human error because that's what I am, human. With that said, I really want to try my best in the journey of this channel, and I really hope that you guys would want to join me. If you don't, feel free to check out some of my videos and maybe your mind will be changed. If not, that's totally okay. But I hope I continue seeing you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See ya!